up! Hi everyone. Hi everyone, and welcome to TWF NXT. I Gorilla Monsoon with Pat McAfee and with Booker T. And today on NXT, we have Father Yule here today on NXT. Gorilla Monsoon says, since we're getting around this, since we're into the 12th, we're into the 11th month, which some folks are going to say, oh, it's Thanksgiving, and they'd be right. But we get Father Yule in the TWF from the 11th month going into the 12th month. Ho, 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 everyone. Happy Yule. Also want to wish everyone, I also want to wish everyone, I want to wish everyone a happy gathering of lights and a happy gathering of followership as well. Because as we all know, that there are other worships that happen during other holy days with those that happen in the 12th month. And over the years, a lot of folks have asked me and say, Father Yule, what are you doing here? It's the 12th month. It's the 11th month. It's not the 12th month yet. And yes, you'd be right about that. But I like to come around, I like to come around, and I like to, show up and let everyone know that I have been looking at my list twice, more than once. There's some good folks on the list, and there's some not so good folks on the other list. And like you say, Father Yule, you should just get out of my ring now. You don't want any of this. I saw what Maxwell Jacob Friedman did to you yesterday, and it got me to laughing. Ha 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 ha. So I know you don't want any of this. Look, Becky Lynch, you're right. I don't want to wrestle you. I don't want to fight you, alright? It's true. I never was a fighter. I never was a wrestler. Whatever happened yesterday on Monday Night Raw or Monday Night Raw, well, sadly, that could not be helped. And I don't want to go in that bind ever again. But if you want to wrestle me or fight me, that's a fast track to the bad list. You think I care about your bad list? I'm going to beat you up right here. Who wants to see Father Yule take on Becky Lynch and know that I'm going to beat him? That's going to be so great. And whoa. Hold it right there, Becky Lynch. Fuck, I can't stand up in the ring. Stand up. So you want to pick on Santa Claus, Father Yule? What? That makes you a weakling in my book. Yeah, right, Harry Potter. You can't even stand up in this ring, and you want to dare to fight me? Yeah, I'll dare to fight you. I'm not frightened to stand up to a bully. I dealt with Marco Form. I dealt with whatever his name was. Oh, that's right. Make a big deal because somehow you make a big deal like you think you're the only spellcaster out there. Well, I should say warlock, but that implies a spellcaster who's been set in the craft of war, something you're not. Look, Don't worry, Santa Claus. I'm not going to let anything happen to you. Yeah, listen to Harry Potter, who thinks he's all that great, and all the USA Folkwork likes to play your bloody films all the time. Yeah, Becky Lynch, the way you're behaving, you're on the bad list. That's it. You're on the bad list now. Oh, you think I care about that? How about I give you something to put me on the bad list for? This can't. Now, come on, Gorilla Monsoon says. Are you kidding me? Becky Lynch is threatening to beat up Santa Claus? That's wrong, Gorilla Monsoon says. Yes, it is wrong, Pat McAfee says, and someone needs to step in and stop it. Oh, no, Booker T said. All the fun's been taken out of it now. I wanted to see Father Yule get beat up by Becky Lynch. So you wanted to see Father Yule get beat up by Becky Lynch? Would you stop? All right, Ric Flair says. Becky Lynch, I'm going to put you in the ring with I'm going to make you wrestle someone who will fight back. And since you think you're so cool for wanting to beat up on Father Yule, how about here today you fight Harry Potter for your TWF Allegheny share winnings? And that happens now. Alright. Now come on, Booker T said. Booker T says, are you kidding me? How is that fair that Ric Flair ended up putting Becky Lynch, make her put her TWF Allegheny share winnings on stake here today on Impact or here today on NXT? Booker T says. Well, I think it's fair, Gorilla Monsoon says. She want to pick on Father Yule. Well, I think she now made on her own bind of her own making. Yes, you're right, Gorilla Monsoon, Pat McAfee says. She made a bind of her own making, and now she has to deal with it. This match is for the TWF Allegheny share winnings. First, he is Harry Potter, and she is the TWF Allegheny share fighter, Becky Lynch. Well, first off, Becky Lynch is, doing Becky Lynch picking up Harry Potter and just slamming him. And a close stake, Gorilla Monsoon says. Harry Potter has to do something, Pat McAfee says. That spellcraft of his has to work. He's got to do something. Becky Lynch is thinking she's going to win. Harry Potter, drop kick. That was an overkick, my mistake. Gorilla Monsoon said a hip toss. A body slam. Gorilla Monsoon says Harry Potter has got the win going. Has got his upper hand going. I don't know how much. Well, thank God Harry Potter's got the upper hand going too. Pat McAfee says. I was getting worried for the young fellow there. Getting worried for Harry Potter. Yeah, Harry Potter's going to cheat. Booker T said he's going to work his spellcraft, his witchcraft or something. Harry Potter is not going to cheat or work his spellcraft or witchcraft. Would you be earnest, Booker T? And another body slam. And now Harry Potter is hoping to become the TWF Allegheny share fighter by doing a neck breaker, or some would call it a stunner, on Becky Lynch, Gorilla Monsoon says. 1, 2, and only a kick out. Well, Pat McAfee says all Harry Potter has to do is, do it again. He picks up. Oh, Becky Lynch just slammed Harry Potter right in the ring steeple. Oh, and she just dropped him down. And now Becky Lynch is getting Harry Potter in the disarmor. She's got him in the disarmor. She got him in the manhandle slam. And now she's getting him in the disarmor. Will Harry Potter yield, Gorilla Monsoon says. Well, I don't know how much that Harry Potter can go through before he has to yield. He's still manlike at the end of the day, Pat McAfee says, witchcraft or not. Ding, ding, ding. Here is your winner, and still the TWF Allegheny Share fighter, Becky Lynch. So Becky Lynch just gave the manhandle slam to Harry Potter again, Gorilla Monsoon says. You gotta love Becky Lynch and her mindset and her stand, Gorilla Monsoon. Booker T said, you gotta love all the things that she was doing. And for your need, I do not have to love any of that, Gorilla Monsoon said. Becky Lynch's behavior is shameful and has no on-look or class, Gorilla Monsoon says. You're right about that, Pat McAfee says. Becky Lynch gave up on looking class a long time ago, you know. And why Booker T still likes her is beyond me. Because she's a good wrestler. You know, that's why I still like her. Alright, take it away, Renee Young. Thank you, Gorilla Monsoon. I'm going to be talking with Becky Lynch here today on NXT. If we can, you know, get her. Fuck. So, let me guess. You don't like how I beat Harry Potter. You don't like how I scathed Father Yule. Is that right, Renee Young? First off, yeah, why did you scathe Father Yule? And two is, I don't like, you know, and two with, yeah, I didn't like how you beat Harry Potter. Well, that's just too bad, Renee Young. You know, I could care less what folks think of me. I could care less about class or on-look. I'm the TWF Allegheny Share fighter, and you just saw me beat Harry Potter. Well, his spellcraft, his witchcraft, whatever it was, it didn't help him at all in the ring with me. No, I guess you're right. It didn't help you in the ring with you. But at the end of the day, no one, man or woman, can beat me. No one will ever take this TWF Allegheny Share winnings away from me. And we know, and I know that. So, you think you're going to be the TWF Allegheny Share fighter for a long time? Yeah, for a long time. Because unlike everyone else that won this strap going back to 24 between WIO, I'm going to do things with it that none of those ever dolls or toys ever did. Well, that's my talk with Becky Lynch, the TWF Allegheny Share fighter. Back to you, Gorilla Monsoon. Thank you, Renee Young, for talking with Becky Lynch here today on NXT. And that's all the time we got here for NXT. I, Gorilla Monsoon, with Pat McAfee and Booker T. We hope you like NXT, and we'll see you tomorrow for a Dynamite or Might.